Hi everyone, so today we're taking a look at a new Moba game. That's Multiplayer Online Battle Arena, for those of you that like to know what acronyms stand for. And essentially this is very much like League of Legends, like Dota 2, and many other Moba style games we've got. However, with Strife there's something slightly different going on here. A game that is accessible to all. I'll let that sink in for a minute. A Moba that anyone can actually get into without feeling dumb. Genius. Now, Strife takes the standard affair we've really come to know and love from games like LoL and Dota 2. You have a set of hero characters, you have lanes, you have creeps, and you ultimately have to destroy the base at the other end. Now, where Strife kind of differs is in its approach to how it lays everything out. The game tries to augment wherever it can any of those really niggly points that would stop gamers from being able to quickly pick up and play Strife. So for instance, instead of having to try and work out which order to level up your various powers available to your character, you can set the system to just do it automatically for you based on templates. You can create your own templates or take templates from other locations, i.e. from the community. This means that you can have optimized builds for particular situations and you don't have to waste time in the middle of a battle. Oh, I need to quickly level up and get that power. Oh, which one was it I was going to get next? No, set it, forget it. Concentrate on the battlefield. Also, everybody gets a courier. You don't have to buy your courier in-game. If you need to actually have an item delivered to you, simply buy the item, hit the courier button, and your own personal courier will bring the item to you. No more courier sharing or courier disagreements as tends to happen in Dota 2. Everything is much more accessible, and that also includes the way that the weaponry works as well. Those in-game perks that you buy during a match which make you more powerful, including better damage, mana regeneration, more health, and attack power and speed. A crafting component allows you to craft your own weapons, exactly the way you want to play your character, giving you the stat bonuses you need. You can craft those before you go into a match, and they're available to buy in the game match itself. This opens up a huge world of possibilities as well as variation for the characters, allowing you to play the game the way you want to actually play, not necessarily having to follow a very rigid set path, as it were, around the weapon upgrading, etc. Dota 2, unfortunately, is a game where if you find that you aren't buying exactly the right weapon at exactly the right time to power up your character, you fall behind. Here we have something that's going to add a bit more chaos into the mix, in my opinion. Strife is a very accessible game. I found that, having obviously quite a bit of experience with MOBA style games, I was able to just pick up and play. The first match, a bit of a disaster, trying to get used to the characters, etc. and how things kind of work, but actually once you get into it, a couple of matches later, you're flying through it at a phenomenal rate, and a lot of the friction is gone. Because that friction is gone, the aggravation is gone, and so in the chat you don't have people screaming at each other, "Oh, you're a noob, you don't know what you're doing, stop playing, blah 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 blah." It tends to feel a lot more like a group of gamers trying to help each other to play and win. Now, one of the things that I really found a nice twist on the standard affair that we've come to expect from these games is kind of what I would call the deadlock breaker. On the map are two special NPC characters. Once they've been killed by your team, and it will require more than one of you to take them out, you will then be granted, well, a giant gorilla, basically. This giant ape is going to tear its way down whichever lane your team decides to place him into, destroying everything in his path. Now, he does take damage, and so the opposing team is going to have to defend hard to try and slow him down and to destroy him before he can, well, wipe out the lane, basically. This deadlock breaker works fantastically well, but it can also be a swing as well. If your team happens to be falling behind, maybe your player has dropped out, if you make a concerted effort to grab that gorilla, you can use it to turn the battle in your favour. I've seen games where I was part of a team of only 3 people, having had 2 drop out, and we were able to defeat a team of 5 purely because we focused on getting the win from that giant ape. Strife is going to be one of those games which so far hasn't caught fire with the communities yet, but the quality is exceptional. It really is very well done. From the sound design to the graphics and the character modelling, it feels modern and it feels up to date, and it brings a set of features which are approachable for everybody, from the MOBA hardcore crew that have been doing this game style since Warcraft 3, right the way up to brand new players who just want to get a feel for what MOBA style gameplay is all about. Strife looks like it may be a knockout hit, and I would urge you to at least go and check out what they're offering here, because it's fresh, it's fairly unique in the way it's approaching this particular type of game, and it does it with a style and grace which is rarely seen from games developers today. Strife is one to watch, and I think it could very well be the next big MOBA. Thanks for watching. Do please subscribe to us on YouTube and Twitch, and please like and comment on these videos as well. We love to chat.